Alright everybody, I'll be taking a little video here with the iPad. Sorry, I don't know how to screencast, but this will work. So when your laptop's open, go into the applications and select GarageBand, and when GarageBand is up, it should probably welcome you. We'll close that, and you're going to do a new project. Even if you see some old projects there, do a new project here, and we will be taking a voice. So all this is basically voice, so choose the voice, select that, and I'm just going to name this test because we're doing a test here. But the day of, you're going to want to name this as the person. So if I'm interviewing someone with the last name Smith, I'll put their last name. So we'll let this bring it up. Alright, and we'll see our tracks here. One positive thing is I can see this is my active track. I can use either one of these, but I can see right here it's picking up my voice, which is nice. This one right here we can click on to mute or not to mute, but that's something we'll do a little bit later with here. What I want to check first here is go into Preferences. Alright, and when I'm in Preferences, I want to check my audio input. And I want to select Logitech USB headset. Alright, and this is why. I plugged in early on here, even before I opened up GarageBand, and sometimes that's the key. Even before I opened up GarageBand, I plugged in the headset, and you will have this headset right here. But I want to make sure I'm using it. So a lot of people, the last 5 years that I've done this project, they have a question and they have an issue. They can't pick up the sound, and all I do is I come over, I check their preferences, but people forgot to select to make sure that that audio input is using that. You could even select your audio output if you wanted to listen back through that as opposed to listening back through the speakers on the laptop. So now I've changed that, and it's also going to change it here. You could probably have changed it right here as well. But now, with all of that, I can now use basically that headset, and I should technically be ready to go. Here's your controls right down here. Obviously the red circle records. It'll start and stop recording. But as I press here, I'll record, and you're going to want to always start your recording off with the following recording. Again, if I'm interviewing someone with the last name Smith, let's say their name is Joe Smith, we'd start it off by just introducing ourselves, because we never know who's going to listen to this 10 years from now if we're at the Historical Society, so we want to essentially put our name on this recording. Their name and our name. It's kind of like if you do a project, you want to put your name on your project. So for historical sakes, here we go. I'll give you a sample. Today's date is May 26th, and I am Ryan Neuenschwander, and I'm sitting here with Joe Smith. Mr. Smith, thank you for being with us today. And it's as simple as that. You'll do your recording, you'll ask a few questions, and should be good to go from there. Now, if I ever wanted to pause or to stop, I can press the play button. And if I ever want to pick up with the interview, it'll pick up a new track right there. But basically, throughout this whole interview, I wouldn't really mess with the play or pause until you're done, because we'll only do about a 45 to a 50-minute interview. And we can just roll, even if somebody's coughing or somebody's sneezing, we can roll through this. Because sometimes those buttons do get a little finicky, and GarageBand gets angry with us here. So I'm going to pretend that my interview is done, and I am going to hit the record button here, and that will stop everything. Now, with that interview being done, I've got a couple things that I can do. First thing that I can do is go up to share and burn song to the CD. And that's when I'd put a CD in. I don't have one right now, but I can pretend that there's a CD in there. Waiting for this to be... okay. So it's waiting for the disc to be burned. I'll go get a CD right now, actually. Alright. I put the blank CD in. And now it says ready to burn, as you can see here. So I'll go and select burn. And it'll say weird stuff like um, burning mixed drive, whatever it is, but it's going to write this track onto that. And I know I'm essentially wasting a CD here with a little 1 minute burnage here, but I just want you to see the process that after you're done with your interview, you'll have a blank CD. We'll actually give you 2 blank CDs, one for us and one for the senior that you interview, and you'll quickly burn this to them. You could continue the interview technically, but it just wouldn't be recorded for history's sake or for that family's sake. But have some small talk to them, and this will be a 2 to 3 minute process for GarageBand to burn this to a CD. As you can see here, it's just about done burning. And through all this, you and your senior will probably talk about how cool it is that you can do all of this and they can't believe that you can burn a CD right like that. Alright, it is now done. The CD has spit out. It's burned, and we are going to have we'll kind of get a magic marker for you to kind of write their name down so that this can be written down that you interviewed Joe Smith, and even if you can put the date on the CD of May 26th. Actually, you'll be doing this on May 30th, so May 30th, 2014.